The last few months, I've been living on the road with my dog Archie, and as much as I love that life, it's a lot. You're constantly moving, figuring things out every day, where you're going to sleep, where you're going to shower. It never really stops. So I don't actually do it full time. I come back here for a bit to have some stability again, a place that's mine, a routine, simple things like having a bathroom and a kitchen. And I really thought that's what I needed. But now that I'm back, I don't feel grounded. I just feel torn. Like I'm living with my heart in the van and my body in the city, and neither one feels right on their own. Good morning, Archie. Life got comfortable fast. I went from going to community centers to shower to now an entire bathroom all to myself, running hot water, and all the privacy I need. This was a big reason I decided to spend part of my year in the city. I wanted all the creature comforts and the amenities that come with a home like this. The normal everyday things that most people take for granted are now a luxury to me, and it's been nice having them back. Guys, want to see something cool? What? I have a flushing toilet! Whoa! Though we're still adjusting being back in the city, some things pick up just like we left off. The familiar routine of taking Archie for his walk first thing in the morning is something that came the easiest since we do it several times a day. But admittedly, I don't feel excited for these walks the way I did when we were living on the road, because I know exactly what to expect and where we're gonna go. And sometimes, neither of us feel like going at all. We've been trying to take the stairs because I'm noticing that I'm not moving as much living in the condo. Yeah, I'm just gonna make some breakfast because I'm pretty hungry. We're gonna make some rice with ground turkey and bok choy. I've been back for a few weeks now and I still haven't quite adjusted yet. I live in a place where there's constant stimulation, constant street noise. Like I can hear the trucks driving by on my street right outside the window. So this is my one window, but if I open it, oh, I broke the handle. This is a sign from the universe that I shouldn't be opening this window. It's not that loud right now, but yeah, you can hear the street. Well, yeah, maybe I'll leave it open because it's not that loud today. I think that's been really hard for me to adjust, and I can tell I'm stressed out because I've been eating out a lot, and so I'm trying to cook more and get back into that rhythm of cooking most of the meals that I eat like I have been when I was living on the road. Making this miso soup because I find it goes really well with rice dishes. They put all the ingredients in it already for you and you just have to put it in water and heat it up. It's really good. And now that we have a nice big freezer, Archie gets his regular raw food again. Here, Archie. Some things never change, like having the simple routine of eating one of your favorite meals. And this is so easy to make. You don't need to know how to cook to make this dish, and it tastes so good. And if you haven't heard of Toronto, it's one of the largest cities in North America. There's a lot of diversity, there's a lot of really good food, lots of tall skyscrapers, a very strong financial core. I bought this condo right before the pandemic started in 2020. And during that time, it was so difficult that that's one of the reasons why I decided to take the leap and take a job in California. And that's actually why I started van life, because when I went to San Francisco, I couldn't find an apartment that I liked and also was not $5,000 a month. So what I ended up doing was I thought there's a van builder nearby, that's Nate. And I thought, why not try living in the van, because I don't have a place to live and I have to work. So during that time, I was basically living in a van in Silicon Valley, going to work every day, but the office was a ghost town because everybody was working from home. So I was able to do showers and laundry and all that at the office. Saw a few other people living in their vans at work, coming out of the shower, and we kind of give each other that nod of approval, like, yes, I see you, I see what you're doing.
Little did I know, my decision to live in a van while working changed me from a girl who grew up her entire life in a big city to one that is constantly looking for ways to escape it. My mind and body finally knew what it meant to live closer to nature, and anything else feels like it's robbing myself of where I'm supposed to be. This lifestyle I've designed for myself, where I spend part of the year in the van and part in the city, is feeling less like balance and more like compromise. Every life decision comes with trade-offs and hard realities, but I'm wrestling with the question of which hard reality am I willing to endure.
The one thing I do love about living in a home like this is doing dishes is a lot easier. I have hot water and I can use unlimited water. It's not like I'm going crazy and using all the water here, but it is nice that I have unlimited water. And I feel like such a normal person again, like I'm doing the same things that everyone else is doing, and I'm not some weirdo living out in the middle of nowhere by myself. Having my own shower is never gonna get old. What I love about being back in the city is having my usual spots and not always having to make decisions of where to go. And that has been very, very nice. That has been probably the best part about being back. Is just the mental load is off, and everyday life is more automatic, I guess. I don't know if that's a good thing, but yeah.
Getting my hair cut is one of my favorite things to do. I get to pamper myself and feel a little more human, a little more normal, a little more like my old self.
Wow, it's so nice! You did such a good job. Thank you. Oh, it feels so good to get my hair cut. Jason is the best. He charges $40 for a woman's haircut for long hair, and he does just as nice of a job as any of these fancy hairdressers. I don't feel nervous when I'm in his chair. Like, I know I'm in good hands. I have so much hair insecurity because when I was little, my mom would take me to the hairdresser and she would just make them cut it as short as possible because, you know, like, we didn't have money growing up. So it's like the shorter you cut it, the longer the haircut lasts type of a deal. And so I used to get so mad and angry when she would cut my hair short. We're just gonna go back home and pick up Archie and take him to the park. Archie knows I'm coming because he hears the elevator and he knows that he's going to be right at the door. Hi! Hi, baby! Hi, you ready for your walk? I miss you! Now that it's spring, construction is full swing, and there is a lot of construction going on in downtown Toronto because they are building a new subway line called the Ontario Relief Line, and it connects the eastern side of Toronto to downtown. And the line is needed. Like, we need that line because traffic has become so insanely bad in Toronto. The main reason that I like the cities these days is honestly just to be close to friends and family. If it wasn't for that, I'm not sure I would live in Toronto because it's extremely expensive here. Everything has gone up: gas, groceries, housing, and I don't want to go into debt to buy a bigger home and take on a huge mortgage and be beholden to a 9-to-5 to the day I die because I have to pay that mortgage off. And that's why I've been living in tiny condos my whole adult life, because I want to live below my means and save money for a better life in the future. And a lot of people are even opting out of having children because they can't afford a large enough apartment or a condo or a house to house the children. The city allowed condos to be developed in such a way that maximizes profit over human decent living standards. So they made all these condos, we call them like pre-construction condos, where investors put a down payment and then they pay once they get the condo finished. And what happened was that the condos are so small, like 200 square feet, 250 square feet, that nobody wants to live in them. And so what happened was that, you know, when the investors are trying to sell these condos after they've been built, nobody wants to buy them. And then guess what happens? Now we have a bunch of condos on the market that are sitting there empty, driving the cost of condos down, while the desirability of detached homes is continuously going up and getting more and more expensive. But most people can only afford living in a condo in Toronto. And even those are becoming unlivable and extremely small. And it's not conducive to a healthy human life to be living in a tiny concrete box in the sky. Oh, you want your pup cut? Yes? I just got like a sparkling water. I'm trying to drink less coffee and kick my going out and getting coffee habit because it's not good for me. I think the tannins in coffee can contribute to hair loss, and I've been experiencing a lot of hair loss in the last decade because of stress, but also from diet and lifestyle as well. And this is good. 0 sugar, 5 grams of fiber, gluten-free, recycled. It's really, really good. Grapefruit basil. All right, I gotta get out of here. Let's go to the park. I've noticed I've changed in the last 5 years. I don't like loud restaurants. I don't like loud bars. I don't like being around too many people. I've really, really changed. I used to be such a night person. I used to go out to bars with my friends and drink and go clubbing and go to parties. And yeah, I used to do that all the time throughout the week. And now I'm like, no thanks, pass. When I'm like 80 years old, I'm gonna be sitting on my porch yelling at young people to be quiet. That's gonna be me. Quiet down, you! Hi.
City parks have been me and Archie's escape since we've been back. These green spaces offer a place to put your feet on the grass and look up at the beautiful trees. But if I'm being honest, Archie is the biggest blessing in my life while I live in transition. Not only because he offers me companionship and love, but also because he helps me connect with my wilder side. Every day, his little antics, like wanting to chase squirrels and rub in the dirt, reminds me that in each of us, there's a side that just wants to be who we were before all this. Sometimes I wonder if being in this environment is not the best for Archie either, but honestly, I think he's just as happy as long as he's with me, and I wish it were that easy for me too.
Hi! Hello! Hi, Maisie.
Yeah, the washer is the tough
How are you, buddy? Oh, Archie, it's okay. She's not coming home with us. Chill. Hi. Hi, Duncan. I like your sweater. That little dog meetup, they meet up every single day at around the same time. And I would take Archie here almost every day so that he can socialize with the dogs. And what's great about the dogs that come around this time is a lot of them are older, so they're not very excitable, and they don't jump on Archie and they don't try to play with him, so it's a really good spot for him. And yeah, there's no aggressive dogs either at this park. I watched the dogs here a lot before I decided to bring Archie here to make sure that they were all non-aggressive. Our main daily dose of human interaction is this dog park, which I think is really nice to have, that I don't get to have on the road, is familiar faces, and I think that's important as well. She's been barking at the cars down below on the street, and he's never done that before since we've lived in this condo. This is a new thing, and it's almost as if he's sensing my irritation with the environment, and he's mirroring how I feel about living here, which is really funny. I empathize with you, buddy. I know it's a lot. Yeah. I know, there's a lot going on down there. It's okay, you're just protecting us. I know.
I don't think there's anything wrong with this life. I think something in me just changed. And now I don't know how to fit back into it the same way. I'm trying to be here, present, grounded, appreciating all the things that make this life comfortable. But instead, I keep thinking about the life we had not that long ago, and I don't really know what to do with that feeling. Do I push through it, or do I start looking for a different way to live?
The sun is starting to set.